Moving on to the next big one coming up, Canelo Alvarez is rematching Triple G in the third
Ooh,
in the trilogy. What's your thoughts on that, man?
good grief. I was watching a couple of clips of them like a little while ago. Not even in preparation for the rematch, but just like little bits of bobs here and there when I should be working and doing stuff in the home office. I'm like, but my main PC and YouTube's right here, and of course I'm gonna go check out a little bit of stuff here and there.
Yeah, man.
Terrifying power aside, and like a fight IQ aside as well, especially for Canelo. I mean, my God, and talk about your head movement right there and everything else like that. I do think he sees probably at least like 3 seconds into the future. He has to with the way that he can move. But both those guys are shockingly strong chins, I think, for their weight.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know how this one's going to go. Refresh my memory again about how the record went for the first one.
The first one, there was the whole dispute over whether um, Canelo had he tested positive for clenbuterol, which is a beta agonist, right? They use that uh, for athletes that want to improve their stamina, lung capacity, so on and so forth,
Yep.
right? So there was a whole big controversy over that in the first fight, and even still, it was scored a draw, but the majority consensus by the fans was that Triple G got robbed. He clearly won that fight. The second fight, the rematch, Canelo got the nod 7-5, I think, but I thought it was a draw. I thought he did good enough to get a draw, but he didn't win that fight. And now we're here at the third fight. So the first fight was pretty much Triple G walking him down, Canelo being on the back foot, and uh, looking like he just did not have a whole lot. I mean, he fought very well, but it just seemed like Triple G was a little bit overbearing at times. And then the second fight, Canelo actually walked forward, and it was more like a rock'em sock'em robots in the middle of the ring. Like he grabbed his cojones and went to the middle of the ring and said, all right, I'm here. And now here we are at the third.
I guess my first question for you to be so far is: we think a knockout, or we think a decision again?
Ooh, see,
Now, mind you, when I'm catching the people who want to throw together highlight reels on YouTube, it's always either the like real nice combo where they get in, get out clean, or it's going to be knockouts the entire time. I actually, to date, I'm not going to be a fake expert. I'm not going to be a fake fan, but I actually have not caught any footage of the two of them so far yet,
yeah,
like in like full fight in earnest or anything like that. So I'm
okay.
curious. I'm curious to see how the full matchup is going to go, because now, obviously, I'm here on the show. I got to be catching this fight when it comes through. But like I said, we've now seen two people who clearly have knockout power within their weight class, but clearly have not taken each other out just yet. Remind me if you happen to have the scoring up there so far. How have we seen on knockout or knockdowns during those two fights?
No knockdowns,
That's what I thought.
but they
They're
landed some
tough.
huge shots though. Huge
They're
shots.
tough.
So
So do
you
you
had
think that they're going to try to come back around again? Obviously, weight class being one thing, but do you think they're going to try to come around and look for more knockout power, or is it literally just going to be we're watching tape and we're playing the chess masters game and we're just going to try to find a way to out strategize next time and go for points?
see, I think that you have two different styles that are similar in some ways and contrasting in other ways. Now, Canelo, very good counterpuncher, but he's also a guy that likes to walk forward, load up on shots, and he likes to allow you to try to gas out and then eventually try to take you to deep waters and then land big shots on you. Whereas Triple G, at least what he was with Abel Sanchez, that was his original trainer. He's not with him right now, which is a reason why I'm kind of iffy on him. But Abel Sanchez, when he was with him, Triple G was the guy that from round one, he might fill you out for the first round, but more often than not, even through the middle of the first round onward, he's walking forward to try to destroy. He's not there. He has good defense. He'll pick off the shots, but he's not sitting there off the back foot. He's walking forward like like Schwarzenegger, just like
Yeah, like a good proper walk down.
yeah, going up high, throwing that jab, pumping that jab, boom, boom, and then going low, going to the body, different combinations. Like he's they're similar in that they want to wear you out, but they do it in two very different ways. And I think part of it is because Canelo, as great as he's been, he's always had stamina issues. I think he's more like an 8 round fighter, and you'll see him take a lot of breaks within the fight. So his strategy really is, like I said, try to get you to throw punches, use his defense and tire you out, bring your gas tank down. So then he can start to step on the gas. And then even when he gets tired, you don't have enough in your tank left to make him pay for gassing
Yeah,
out.
if in case he's slipping up.
Yeah, he'll fight you for like a minute and a half each round. And then the other parts, he's taking breaks. But it's smoke and mirrors. Makes it look like he's working, but he's not really working. He's cruising. You know, I think he learned. I think he learned from that Mayweather fight because Floyd is really good at that. Phenomenal stamina.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Floyd has phenomenal stamina on top of being smart enough to let you gas yourself out on top of that. So then by the time you've gassed yourself out, he's going to step on that gas like a Lamborghini. So whereas Triple G, he's just constant pressure. It's like this. It's like you talk about Canelo like a sports car, zoom, 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 like whereas Triple G is just like this challenger, just like steady pressure just across the all
I'm
12
following. I'm
rounds.
following.
Like so he doesn't give you a chance to breathe. So it's a very so that's why I think Canelo had so many problems with him in the first fight, because like he wanted to he would fight in spots and he would light Triple G up with like a 2-punch combination, 3-punch combination, and then as soon as he tried to rush Triple G, he would eat the punch and just keep walking forward. He's just like, I can't get away from this guy. So my concerns in this fight are, one, Triple G is older, slipping a little bit. I don't know how much, but more importantly, he's not with Abel Sanchez anymore, and the way he's been fighting is like he's trying to be more of a boxer, slick jabber, whatnot, instead of like being a come forward, quote unquote, Mexican style fighter where he's throwing his jab out, power jab to try to hurt you, and then applying pressure, getting you to the corner, and then just beating you the fuck up. So like if he's not approaching the fight like that, then I think if he's trying to be like a boxer fighter in this fight, I could see Triple G getting stopped. Knocked out, I don't know about that, but I could see him getting stopped. That's just my opinion. But, from what I've said, what do you think?
Jeez, I frankly, yeah, I could see it going either way for the most part. If you're not able to really truly adapt and really get in there and start applying that forward pressure, at least to kind of match one-on-one, and you can't sit back and you can't, and maybe at this point it's the third matchup. They're probably going to have each other figured out at this stage of the game as to what the each camp's going to be working with. Like I said, Abel Sanchez, what's your take so far right now? Do you think him losing him is really going to be a genuine worrying concern so far, or do you think that maybe a little bit of the reinvention so far could be kind of handy for him?
Absolutely. I think it's sometimes change can be good, but sometimes it could be bad. It would be like Pacquiao leaving Freddie Roach. I don't know if that would have worked out well for him if he did that for his last 10 fights. He might not have gotten the same success that he got, right? Because like you can't take away the knowledge that you've built, obviously, but there are some guys that can bring things out of you that others just will not. I think Freddie Roach is one of those guys for Pacquiao. I think Roger Mayweather was one of those guys for Floyd, and I think that Abel Sanchez was that guy for Triple G. So, I mean, the coach he has now, I can't remember his name. It's not Rozier. I can't remember who it is. A very good coach, but I just don't think that the style that he's trying to bring to Triple G to give him to fight that way is going to be beneficial for Triple G and his strengths. Triple G's strengths, Abel knew how to play to his strengths. I don't think this new guy, he's a great teacher, but he's not playing to Triple G's strengths. And against a guy like Canelo, I don't see that being good for Triple G. But if he got back with Abel Sanchez for whatever reason, then my mindset would change. Then I would see it being more like a 60-40, 50-50 fight. Right now, I see it more like a 70-30 fight for Canelo.
From just like my little bits and bobs of catching clips here and there, and again, full honesty, haven't caught the full 2 fights yet. May have seen like an offhand, like on various social medias, I might have caught an offhand clip here and there, but not seen the fight, sit down proper, get to look at it, look over everyone.
Right.
I would lean towards Canelo in this one. I think that he can make the most of his opportunities. I think, and he can get the punishes off.
Yeah. So Canelo just had a fight against. Oh man. Yeah, he just had a fight against this guy Dimitri Bivol, champion at 175 pounds, and he just lost against Bivol. And I made a prediction video about it. And I've been following Bivol since 2017. So like
Wow, way
I,
back.
I didn't follow him closely, but like the boxing channels I used to look at, they used to always mention him amongst the up and comers. So I knew about him. And when I did my video, I picked Canelo to win the fight just because I didn't know if Bivol was going to um, have like the stamina to go all 12 rounds. But what I said was, I thought that Canelo would win by decision, but I said it would be his toughest fight since Mayweather because people are saying he's going to kill Bivol because they just don't know who he is. I'm just like, you guys were tripping. You guys were tripping. I thought he was going to win, but I was like, this is a coin toss fight. Yeah, Bivol dominated that fight. So I don't know if Triple G has the speed and the reflexes that Bivol has at this point in his career, where he might have had those reflexes, and like just youth on his side 3 years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say how old's Triple G getting to now?
Triple G is like 40 or 41.
Oh man,
You know what I
good
mean?
grief! I
Yeah,
wouldn't have called him. I wouldn't have called him north of 36.
he doesn't look like it,
He
but
41. My
yeah.
goodness.
So it's just like you're at that age where it's it depends. It really depends. Some guys they go to like 43, like Pacquiao or B Hop or whatnot, and some guys fade overnight. Like you never know what's gonna happen. So, but
One way to find out.
yeah, man, we gotta do another video coming up, man. Do a prediction video.
Absolutely.
Let you
How far is this next fight, and how much of the maybe? And you're probably a little closer to all this stuff. But how much of the little any videos coming out from their camps at all, anything like that?
yeah, they'll probably have like
Mind you, all the videos or clips that we're seeing is them trying to show off themselves at their best. This is my best angle. This is my best combo. These are some of the
yeah.
drills I'm doing to try to get it out to people. I could use a little bit of the hype.
Oh, they're gonna have the 24/7 whatever, like the 24/7s they used to have for HBO. And I'll send you some video clips so you can see like what's what.
Please
But
do.
the fight is September 17th, so it's right for my birthday weekend.
Right on, right on.
But
A little
yeah,
bit of ways out. We'll get a good look in, and yeah, we'll touch base again for another prediction video. We'll get a good look at it.
absolutely, man. We're running out of time on the Zoom, but I think we covered a lot of things. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Let me know if you think Joshua's going to win or if Usyk's going to win, and what do you think the outcome of Canelo Triple G3 is going to be? With that being said, that's it for this episode. Thank you, my man, for coming on.
Hey,
Sharing
thanks
your
for having me,
thoughts.
man.
Absolutely. We're gonna get out of here. Peace.
Take it easy, everybody.